a lot of people that care about me, and it's going to disappoint them to hear that I did this. I would like to apologize to each and every one of them. Just a broken guy, got a few screws loose, I guess. Never really knew it.
Hey friends, how's it going? It is the 12th of August, and I've stumbled onto something with this whole Seattle plane crash scenario that has left me pretty blown away. To connect the dots for certain things as Q does, we most of us see it. But when you get into something so intricate that you can't really wrap your mind around how just intertwined everything is and how everything is calculated so precisely, that it's just amazing how smart this whole operation is. It's a well-oiled machine. So without going on and on about this, I wanted to get into this SeaPac plane hijacker event. If you're new to this channel, please go ahead and hit the blue bell to get notifications, so when I do post, you'll know it. Also, please follow me on Twitter at True Reporting, and if you'd care to donate to me on my Patreon, $10 and up will get you free shipping on merch that will be coming out in the mid-September time frame. But anyways, guys, enough of that. Let's go ahead and get into this. This is True Reporting. So this person says, it's Anon. Alright guys, so I wanted to weigh in on the whole SeaPac plane hijacker event. I'll preface my opinion with a little background. I'm a former military and law enforcement. I won't go into specifics about what I did in those fields, but suffice it to say I have experience and knowledge from both of those fields that has led me to this theory. So here it goes. We know that a rogue missile was launched off the coast of Washington State in an attempt to take out 45 POTUS. We know that there were civilians on the ground who watched it go up in real time, and that they reportedly believed the source of the launch to be around the area of the Naval Air Station, Whidbey Island, Washington State. What I can tell you with absolute certainty now is that NAS, that's the National Air Force Base, Whidbey Island does not have surface-to-air missile capabilities, which leads me to my next opinion. Given the fact that a surface-to-air missile was fired somewhere off the coast of Washington State, it can be reasonably assumed that the source of its launch was actually on Ketron Island, Washington, which is roughly 60 miles due south of the Air Force Base Whidbey Island. If you aren't already aware, Ketron Island is where the alleged hijacker went down yesterday. With that in mind, I believe what we were actually witnessing was a white hat covert op mission, masked as a suicidal hijacker with the intentions of wiping out the launch platform for the rogue missile, so as to prevent black hats from utilizing it in the future for false flag operation, hence Hawaii, hence other things, going after POTUS. Let's see. Hijacker with the intention of wiping out the launch platform for rogue missiles as to prevent black hats from utilizing it in the future for future false flag operations. The F-15 Iron Eagles, remember those two words, Iron Eagles, being the delivery vehicle for the payload that wiped out the target and using the plane crash to cover it up, i.e. the ensuing fire at the scene of the crash target. Given the ensuing fire, given the speed and trajectory of the missile, it would be easy for an untrained eye to misconstrue its flight path and assume that it came from NAS Whidbey Island, which I'm guessing was also partly just the individual assuming that's where it was originated, being that it is a military base. But this would be an uneducated assumption for the reason I stated previously, which is that the Air Force Base in Whidbey Island does not have, he's going to say, ground-to-air missile capabilities. So let's go to the next one. Yeah. Surface to air missile capabilities. It should also be noted that the alleged conversation between the air traffic controller and the suspect were never secured. When I say secured, what I'm referring to is switching to an encrypted radio frequency that cannot be scanned by the public. You may be asking yourself, why is that significant? The reason that it is significant is because for all intents and purposes, this was a real-world terrorist incident, hence the scrambling of the F-15 Iron Eagles. When a situation of that magnitude occurs, operators will switch to a secure network so as to avoid any interference that could jeopardize the situation. Any and all audio recordings should have been secured immediately, as they would now direct evidence for the crime that was being perpetrated. In this case, those communications were never secure. Why would that be, you might ask? I'm guessing that it was a pre-recorded, pre-orchestrated audio and was played over the publicly available radio frequency so as to set the stage, so to speak. Having people believe that it was some guy who lost his marbles and decided to commit suicide, when in reality it was just Team 45, Team White Hat bringing down a cabal asset and adding another victory to the mother effing U.S. Department of Winning. Thoughts, opinions, theories are all welcome here. So my question is, what happened to that guy? Okay, I'm just, I'm putting it out there. Obviously, did he die in that? Because it was a fiery crash, right? So we look here. This just gets so weird, guys. Rich Russell Bebo, who took SeaPac plane video. So this is the kid right here, right there. We look here. USS Richard B. Russell. Richard Russell is the name of this sub. USS Richard B. Russell. I guess it's the name of the sub, right? Housing a bustle behind her sail. That's got to be what it is. Decommissioning and disposal. I guess it's Puget Sound Naval Shipyard. Missile fire from sunk bay, right here. U.S. Richard B. Russell stored here. Crash site, right here. So it's like a direct line. They saved the best for last. And in this Q post, they saved the best for last. This was February 10th, right? Future proofs past. So that's the motto of the USS Richard B. Russell. They saved the best for last. That's the motto of the sub. All right? This is crazy. I'm telling you, it's crazy. I've never seen anything like this. Then it gets even more nuts, guys. Autists catch the message? Think missile. Do you believe in coincidences? Q. The name of this flight right here is Q400, Q on the tail fin, right here. How do you prevent, this is Q Post 1847, how do you prevent the public releasing of incriminating acts that would forever strip their power away? How do you bind the hands of POTUS? Two-pronged SITU. Test strength of midterms through private analysis, win-lose ratio. Right here, think missiles, in plural, accidentally fired against two. Relationships are very important. The sharing of information is very important, okay? So this is the flight pattern, guys. He comes in, and then does this. Obviously, this looks like a Q form, right? I mean, here's the Q here with the strike. Here's a circle here with the slash. You know, how close to a Q can you get with a plane? You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy. Here we go again. Yeah, Q-shaped circle. We'll get zoom in right here. Boom. And just around and around and around and then back down this way. Yeah, a Q-shaped circle. Isn't this insane, guys? We'll continue on. Anons. Was this the missile silo the Anon posted last time and got deleted? He showed the missile silo. So right here is the missile silo. Looks abandoned. But is it? Other silo was posted and deleted as well. Next pick. This does not look abandoned because they're underground. Obviously, it's just overgrown. Or it could be the same one. other silo was posted. So no, there's 2 silos there. So absolutely insane. A Q plane is stolen. Laugh out loud, photo attached. A Q is drawn in the sky from the flight pattern. Laugh out loud, photo attached. The pilot's name is Rich Russell. What's the big deal with that? Photo attached. The USS Richard B. Russell is stored right by this Kintron Island. That's where the plane crashed. Now the importance of the submarine, I'm not sure of yet. Okay. 2 SeaPac sites. We all know about SeaPac, right? We go back to Tucson, Arizona, where that abandoned SeaPac site had I believe the Coyote station there that were trafficking children. Or so he says. 2 SeaPac sites and plants are right in the vicinity as well. If you've been following along, SeaPac is the epicenter of trafficking in this country. Photo attached. Correct. F-15 Iron Eagles were used to blow up this facility. Q posted about Iron Eagle, also photo attached. The fire or explosion was much smaller than from a plane crash. The crash was the cover-up of the missile attacks from the F-15 Iron Eagles. So check it. It gets weirder, guys. I'm not even kidding. So here's the island. Guys, this plane crash, I'm in Western Washington, have been here for years. I am only 9 miles from Kintron Island. I never knew it was there. Only one ferry goes there once a day. Only 20 people live there, it appears, to have an airport and some bunkers from the water side. Anyway, my house is by backside closest to the port. We got clowns boys, lots of them, plus sheriffs from a bunch of municipalities out here. I did a little digging on this island. There is messing around afoot. I think we have an Epstein version 2, and I found one of the residents that lived there, fam and a whore like Bruce. It was named and discovered by Charles Wilkes. This place is super hidden, and that plane targeted it. Clowns all over Fox as well. This base is a stone's throw to Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, the DuPonts. I think he means DuPonts, perhaps, maybe. Fort Lewis Army Base, McCord Air Force Base, and 7 miles as the crows fly to Bangor Submarine Base. This is a serious dig, guys. Unbelievable. And it gets even crazier. I live under the McCord Air Force Base landing route, and there were fighter jets flying far before the plane was stolen. Fighter jets rarely take off and land here, mostly large planes. I'm saying, I saw 2 fighter jets hours before anything popped off. Fighter jets don't usually take off or land there often at all. I'm right underneath the northern landing route. I see and hear almost every plane that lands there. Jets were active before the hijacking. Oh my God. Not sure of any connection yet, but before the event. I thought it was odd to see 2 fighters landing. I see freight type planes land and take off there every day, but not fighters. Kintron Island, Washington, guys. What is the population of this island? The guy said about 20. The number is 17. I'll wait for you to catch your breath. Then we see here the tracking of the Kintron Island. Right here, Parkland, Washington. Down here, Evergreen State College. So we drive down here. Longview, St. Helens. And then SeaPac. Very close to Kintron Island. I mean, that's not... I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Kintron Island. Kintron. Very close to SeaPac down here. You know, who knows how far that is. It's miles, but still. Former Pacific Northwest and on here. Know this area very well. A couple items not yet noted. The area of the mainland closest to this island has a strip of nice homes on the water. Between 3 homes and the 1-5, however, is a bad area. And the I-5, however, is a bad area. So between these homes and the I-5, however, is a bad area. Drugs, gangs, and a crime max. Also nearby, many industrial leftovers on those waterways. Include that dead car ferry someone posted. Finally, once you cross I-5 to the east, there is one of the largest army bases in America right there, Fort Lewis. Just for Anon's databases, thank you for all you do. Again, crazy. Alaska Airlines, here we go. Alaska Airlines said in a statement that it believed that the person who took the plane was a ground service agent employed by Horizon Air, a subsidiary. The takeoff occurred around 8 p.m. and involved a turboprop, a Q400 flying for Horizon. The flight appeared to last just under an hour. Q400, right? Then we check this again, just more kind of coordinates. Whidbey Island, Seattle right here. Go down a little further, Catron Island. That's the I-5 right here. So, it's all along this. And I believe down further below was the SeaPac plant. Right here. Mostly because it appears to be a missile launched from Naval Air Station Whidbey Island. So we remember this, right? Photo gallery. Here's the missile, view gallery, 2 images. I feel strongly it was a missile launch, Johnson said at the time. But Tom Mills, a spokesperson for NAS, National Air Force Station, I guess, Whidbey Island, said it wasn't a missile launch from the facility. There are no missile launch capabilities on Naval Base in Whidbey Island, just as that Anon said before, who had former, I guess, he was in the military. He wouldn't tell us what it was, but he said that they don't have surface-to-air capabilities. So this justifies that. Then we go. This is crazy, I swear to God. Missiles stopped with the I and the P. Patriots are in control. Missing letters in Trump's tweet. People are stuck on the missing letters from Trump's tweets, but that's not the focus. The focus are the words themselves, from which the missing letters come from. Missile stopped. The fact that I'm having a meeting is a major loss for the U.S. Missile stopped. So the takeaway here is the missile was stopped from its attack targeting POTUS during the flight to Singapore. We all know that, right? I'm catching you up if you did not know that, okay? This is not a game. Certain events were not supposed to take place. Q post 1474. So this is in that same area, guys. So this is basically validating that these missile silos are being used and that those Iron Eagle jets, those F-16s, took it out, right? Here we go. From skunkbayweather.com, we see that is absolutely a missile. But he's saying there's no surface-to-air missiles from that Air Force base, so is it from those silos? All signs point to yes. Then we see here, this is the pattern going up through this away. CMAX locations, the Canamex corridor, the purpose NAFTA superhighway runs straight through Tucson, Arizona, where the children, Pizzagate, Pedogate, QAnon. Tucson Museum of Art, that's normal, right? J. Paul Getty Museum, Denver International Airport. So the CMAX plants, like he's saying, are one of the biggest. They're all over the nation. CMAX SAB, here we go, had a rough year with much of the ongoing trade war risks putting Mexico at risk due to NAFTA being renegotiated by the White House. So CMAX obviously suffers due to the ongoing trade war with Mexico. So basically POTUS is sticking it to them because he knows what they're capable of doing and what they have been doing. There are even risks that NAFTA could be canceled. That would be bad news for a company like CMAX with its large cement operations. CMAX is the third largest cement company in the world based on its installed capacity and considered to be the largest concrete company in the world. So, yeah. Right here, Iron Eagle Q, 1848, August 11, Iron Eagle. This is more validity to it. Seattle SeaPac, a Q400 aircraft of its size should have caused a wider spread of wreckage and a bigger fire. This is it right there. This right there. I'll pull back a little bit. Yep, and then we see here the sub, again, the Richard B. Russell. We go down. The motto is, they saved the best for last. And my friends, Rich Russell right here, USS Richard B. Russell. And apparently there was a Q post saying that save the best for last. So guys, that is it for me. It's getting late and I gotta work tomorrow, but I wanted to get this out to you because it's just crazy. Isn't that so intricate? It's incredible. I'm sure more will be developing from this. Anons are continuously digging, and you know, that's what they do best, right? So if you found this enjoyable and you found it informative, please subscribe to my channel. Please give me those likes. The more likes that this video gets, the more chance it will get pushed into an algorithm that more people will be able to view it. It'll be spread further outward. If you care to donate to my Patreon, all $10 and up donations get free shipping for merch that will be arriving with a website the middle of September. Guys, I hope you have a wonderful week. I will probably talk to you guys tomorrow. If anything comes from this, we'll probably do some more Q posts. But anyways, that's it for me, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.